Chongqing, China for the first WTT Champions event of the 2025 season. I'm your commentator Fraser Riley, delighted as always to be in the booth, joining you all. Here we see the second round of 4 matches in this opening session, the first day here at this amazing Champions event. We have KuaiMan in action next against Minhyung.
First, let's welcome Minhyung from Australia. And the next, KuaiMan from China.
Our first Chinese star enters the fray here at this year's WTT Champions Chongqing. KuaiMan enters. To be nothing less than a legend in the world of table tennis. She has coach Cho Yi-ke in the corner, actually the personal coach of Sun Sha, the player that she met in the recent Singapore Smash final. Interesting stylistic clash here, a lefty versus a righty, and you can see here on the tail of the table, it is their first WTT meeting. Maybe that gives Minhyung a little bit more of a chance. Christoph Svetoza in the umpire chair for this one. Here we go with the toss of the coin. Let's listen in. So Svetoza with the decision there. KuaiMan won the toss. Chose to receive, I believe, which means that she should have the serves if it goes to 9-all in the decider. It's a best of 5 game format all the way through to the semi-finals here. This is the women's singles round of 32. So KuaiMan, the first Chinese star to take to the table here. Here she is, the 21-year-old, has won 5 WTT senior titles. This is her 49th event. She's won 259 matches, lost 46 in her fledgling career. What a ratio that is already. And here you can see her almost unflappable record this season. She won the season opening, Star Contender Doha, then she became finalist in Muscat, and then probably the most impressive record, even more impressive than winning the Star Contender in Doha. Getting to the final of the 4th edition of the Singapore Smash was a brilliant achievement. She beat Wang Manyu in 3 straight games, Zhu Yuling, the former world #1. Unbelievable. Here you see her opponent, Minhyung, looking for her first WTT title. She's 38 years of age. This is her 52nd event. She's won more than she's lost, but not as good of a record as KuaiMan. She's 49 in the world, the Australian. She's been as high as 35. The best result this season, the Oceania Cup in Melbourne, where she reached the women's singles semi-finals. So then, what is your prediction? It's KuaiMan who, unsurprisingly, has won the vast majority of your hearts, 80%. Please let us know your thoughts and feelings at worldtabletennis.com. It's only the first day of action. So Minhyung, you can see there, has the short pips on the backhand side. She's looking to kind of come through the back of the ball more. Can't produce as much topspin but can dismiss spin a little bit more with that black side. So we'll see here how KuaiMan tries to handle that. Here we go. The table is set. Lights, camera, action. We have a star in our presence. KuaiMan against Minhyung. Minhyung has defeated a Chinese player before, but has only a 20% record against them. You can understand why. We call it the constant conveyor belt of class. Chinese just manufacturing star after star. And what can you do about that? That was frighteningly good. Flick right into forehand. Untouchable. Plays the other corner with even more aggression. The 7th seed. Oh, amazing reactions! How is it going to get any better than this? Already, KuaiMan playing her best stuff. That was an unbelievable block to say Minhyung managed to get it back. Unbelievable.
5 block.
Matrix-like movement from both in that rally. What makes it even more impressive is that it's KuaiMan's Champions debut.
Let 5.
Her, Maria Shao, Britt Earland, Fin Lu and Chen Yuan Yu making their appearance at the Champions for the first time. It felt like only a matter of time until you saw KuaiMan at an event like this. Nice spin from Minhyung. We know how good KuaiMan is in the fast game, so can the Australians sort of slow the game down a bit? Create a bit of hesitation. Against those balls, she's always going to favour her chances by going for it. It's another good finish. Backhand service as well. Oh. Thank you very much, she says. That was a great finish. Flies past KuaiMan. She guarantees a cushion of 4 points here. Tricky to flick, and you can see there wasn't much topspin on it. You can see it almost had a deadening effect, that flick. Is it again? There's just so much quality in each and every ball, and how do you replicate that if you're not getting a chance to play against the Chinese in training? Seven game points already. Long serve, thank you, says KuaiMan. Going about business very, very professionally, in poker face fashion, leaving no stone unturned there. She wins the first game by a landslide. It's 11-3 in game one to the world number 7, KuaiMan. Speaking of top 10, take a look now at the world ranking. She moved into the top 10 after that Singapore smash. 3,000 ranking points, overtaking the champion of the champions, Montpellier, Satsuki Odo. Could all of the top 5 in the world be Chinese after this event? You can see it's a Japanese sandwich there with Hayata and Haramoto at 5 and 6, but there's not much in it when you look at Wang Yidi downwards. Minhyung and Minhyung ahead by quite a bit, really. Minhyung just 2 wins away from being the first player to 100 WTT wins. Let's take a look at that in the men's side as well. It's Lin Shadong who's only 4 away from being the first to achieve that, and Lin Shadong is of course KuaiMan's mixed doubles partner. They're set for LA 28 in this Olympic cycle. Sort of taking the reins away from Lin Chuqin and Minhyung. Just left it barely attackable there, Minhyung. See the length of this. Just attackable enough, and she actually scythed it around the side a bit as well. It's a nice push. But because KuaiMan is serving long unpredictably into that backhand, making it a guessing game. Should Minhyung pivot to play a forehand? It's tough because it's such a good long fast serve, and she can't put that much into it with the pips off that. This has been much better though from her. G reached the round of 64 at the Singapore Smash. Further she's gone this season was at the Contender in Muscat. Lost in the round of 32. Hasn't ever got through the first round at a Champions event, the Australian, and well, you'd be very surprised if she could do that today against this opponent who just taking the world by storm. Still 2 ahead here. Brilliant. KuaiMan has to push this. It was left in an uncomfortable position, and she comes in, flat hits, swats the ball. Risky flick there from KuaiMan. Can she level here with 2 serves? Oh, it's a quick serve. Grimace there from Minhyung. Your options are so limited. It was a decent receive, and she tried to slow things down again. She's trying to do the right things here, in my opinion. Lovely brush up from Kuai. Even Choyuka has a few fans here. Oh, there's an opportunity there. She knew it. Timeout called. As KuaiMan wins 3 points in a row. 6 of the last 8 points, a bit of a momentum switch, and
even this point, you did
being 1-0 in games, this second game even more important for Minhyung to win. See if she can after this timeout.
The only thing, and I was telling you already like 3 points before, our go-to service is always long on your backhand. I know you know this, but you gotta have a plan. What do you want to do?
I cannot see the ball. I mean, the ball comes.
It's really fast. Okay, but
I want to do something to him,
if you can't, options. Maybe try to give short wide on the forehand. Try to go down the line, because if you go down the line, she will have to go for the step around, and now you can play wherever you want. You know, these are only options. Or if you want to try to go, but careful, because she can go one shot on your forehand. Careful with that one. But other than that, everything that you're doing is really good. Try to go for the forehand to win the points.
There's some fantastic insight into the player-coach dynamic here. Obviously, that long serve was causing a lot of problems. That long, fast serve that KuaiMan was doing down the line into the backhand. And the coach, they're saying you have to have a plan. Do you want to go wide forehand? Do you want to go into backhand? Force KuaiMan to step around. Let's see. She serves though here. And it's a brilliant receive. Now let's see if the tactics can come into play. Yeah, it's a good point here. Can she finish it? KuaiMan trying to play these skyscraping lobs. The coach was correct. If you can get her into wide forehand, you might find yourself having a bit more to play with, particularly if you can stretch her. Because if it doesn't have the surprise factor, if it's not wide enough, look at what KuaiMan does. Unquestionable. Ooh. The ball just stalls on the net. She's done a lot right here, Minhyung. But not enough here. Brilliant push play from KuaiMan. Some of the youth players there. Chen Yi. She's just broken into the top 20 in the world. Watching on as KuaiMan sets up 2 game points. Been a tough game here. She's had to really take her time and think things through.
Yeah.
Good counter. We're not going to see a KuaiMan timeout. Long serve. Oh, finishes in style. And she gulps there in relief, KuaiMan, because that could have gone a different way. She had to adapt. I think Minhyung was surprised that her own shot landed and didn't do enough there to stop KuaiMan from swooping in. So close, yet it'll feel so far. Now the Australian finds herself 2-0 down in this best of 5. Not looking good from their perspective. KuaiMan 2 games to the good. Let's look at it from G's perspective. There's a lot to take from that, a lot of positives.
You might know Harbor Freight for affordability. What you might not know is performance and durability.
He's taking KuaiMan to a juice. Not many can do that. It is so often red rag to a bull. When you take a player like KuaiMan close, you have to expect a strong response.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be surprised to see KuaiMan now just flourish into a lead early doors. I wouldn't be surprised if Cho Yuka told KuaiMan, don't serve too predictably into the backhand. Maybe you did one too many. Do a few more into middle and forehand before playing a long serve. It's amazing, there's so much spin to deal with this backhand serve. And KuaiMan can just play it so perfectly tight to forehand. With the forehand touch as well, from there it's hard. She's a old head on young shoulders. And the time is coming, you feel. It's interesting with Sunyoung Cha, two-time Olympic finalist. Didn't really have KuaiMan to worry about in the last cycle, but now, you know, are we looking at a future world number one? I think so. Question of when, not if. How is it landing so shallow like that? It's just amazing. Whoa. Lovely pushes.
6-2.
A borderline strawberry. Reverse pendulum serve. Haven't seen this yet from KuaiMan.
6-3.
Got to play the ball deep with quality. And quality defined by the trajectory, the spin, the depth.
4-6.
My favourite KuaiMan shot, that inside out forehand that she plays off a half long ball, is amazing how she can play that.
4-7.
Haven't seen that as much here because she's been happier to play the line when she pivots.
8-4.
And now I think she's playing with the right amount of aggression to finish this in 3 straight games. 4 is the lead, just 3 is the need now for KuaiMan Imam.
8-5.
Just a little bit more into that crossover there. Minhyung rooted, couldn't return.
Let 5-9.
Beautiful, swoops in, elegant play, and it's all but done. 5 match points for KuaiMan.
11-5.
That's all she wrote.
Game of match to Kuai.
She's through in 3 straight, KuaiMan. Second game had its difficulties. Minhyung played well.